Tutmaya başlayayım. belongs to Basho to deliver his speech.
Dear guests, I am very happy to be here with you today. It's a special meaning for me to see you among us on this important day. Innox Innovation Center represents innovative beginnings in North Macedonia, where future ideas, visions, and success begin to blossom. We designed and implemented this place as a place where innovation, collaboration, and creativity come together and people are inspired by each other. Here, we hope that people from different fields will come together around common goals and build the future. Today, we attach importance to the Innox Innovation Center to be a part of the developing and globalizing innovations in the world and to open the doors of North Macedonia with its visions. We believe that this center is a candidate to be a leader of innovation and progress in the region and globally. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to this opening program. I look forward to continuing on this journey together, and I thank each of you for being here today. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sudubasho. We appreciate your speech. Now it is my great pleasure to invite Director of the International Balkan University, Professor Dr. Lutfi Sunar, to address this great audience.
Dear guests, welcome. Today is an important day for us, and we are too much happy to meet with all of you here in Innox. Innox means Innovation Center. And as you know, now in today's world, universities are the main leading force for innovation, and as International Balkan University, we decided to found this center for supporting the innovation culture in North Macedonia. Not only in North Macedonia, in Balkan region, and also in the world. In today's economies, innovation makes difference in economic development, and our country needs economic development too much, and we want to support the innovative projects. We want to increase the number of people, innovative people in the country by founding this center. And this center will combine a whole perspective, an integrated perspective for supporting the innovation and the entrepreneurship in this country and in this region. Today, we came together for opening this center, but I hope in the coming days we will see the initial results of this initiative, and we will spread the culture of innovation in this country, and our students, our academic staff, our researchers will do their best for creating a good culture for innovation. With these feelings, I'm too much grateful to all of you for joining us today, and I hope this center will be too much beneficial and supportive for the development and innovation in this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director, for your valuable words. Today, we are honored with the Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey in Skopje, His Excellency Fatih Ulusoy. We kindly invite him to the stage to share his remarks with our guests. The stage is yours.
Honorable former President, Honorable Deputy Minister, respected Chairman of the Board of Halkbank, dear Rector of International Balkan University, dear Chairman of Management of Directors of Innox, distinct participants, I'm glad to address you today on the occasion of the opening of Innox Technology and Innovation Center that was founded by International Balkan University which is our source of pride. I'm particularly happy that this center, which is first of its kind in this country, is brought to life by Balkan University. This is a big contribution, and it's a great win-win for Turkey, for this country, and the people. International Balkan University, established with the valuable support of Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, is one of the most visible manifestations of our excellent cooperation with Macedonia in the field of education and culture. Balkan University not only strengthens relations in education and culture between our two countries, but also brings the people of two countries together. The establishment of new academic departments, programs, mechanisms such as Innovation Center we are opening today is an indicator of the success achieved by Balkan University. With its qualified academic staff and innovative education models, Balkan University is at the forefront among other higher education institutions. We know that advancement of technology and widespread use of instruments such as artificial intelligence outdates classical education system based on traditional methods, which is why in this age, technology-supported education model is a necessity, not an option. Innovative approaches makes education process more effective, and it contributes to the training of individuals who can think differently. Innovation-based learning approaches promotes students for them to be equipped with the capabilities required by the information age in order to contribute to their society. I hope that this Innovation Center will contribute to education and technology of North Macedonia to become a leading country in the region. It will support entrepreneurs and startups here and across the region. We wish that in this Innovation Center, young people will come up with bright startup ideas and carry out their projects in various fields such as production, industry, digitalization, that will make all of our lives easier. I also encourage the students to look into the potential areas like health technologies, e-commerce, logistics, and tourism. On this occasion, I wish the young individuals who will benefit from this center the best of success in their future endeavors. I thank everyone who contributed to the opening of Innox, and I thank the Macedonian authorities for their support to the activities of Balkan University. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ulusoy. We really appreciate your words and your speech. Now I would like to invite our keynote speaker, Ms. Nina Angelovska, to the stage to deliver her speech.
I can speak from here. That's also fine. I do have a few slides, so maybe you can put it on the screen. In the meantime, good evening, everyone. It's a true pleasure to be here, especially I think we heard from the previous addresses how this center is envisaged to contribute to our economy, to the innovation, to the entrepreneurship. And when Bill invited me here, I thought that I would need to address and speak about how we cannot see progress without innovation, what this center will do, why entrepreneurship and startups are so important for our economy, for the growth. But then again, I was told that that will be probably covered and that I should speak from my heart and tell you my story, which is related to entrepreneurship, basically. So I don't know if we can have the... So I will start off without the slides if you need some time, but yeah. Yeah, so this is the title of my talk. It's called the 8 P's of Entrepreneurship. And a few months back, I attended a leadership training where we were given an exercise to portray a vision of ourselves. Where do we see 5 years from now, how our life looks like, what accomplishments we have achieved, and then to write a story as if a journalist is writing an article about us. So as I sat there thinking, I've always been very dedicated to co-work. I sat there thinking what my life looks like 5 years from now. And I opened a few articles that had been published about me in the past few years. And I realized that if I had been given this exercise 5, 10, or 15 years ago, I would have never come up with such titles or articles for myself. I would have never envisaged the things I have achieved. I never dreamt of becoming an entrepreneur, and yet I started a successful company the day after graduating. I never aspired for an exit or while we were developing the business. And yet we had a super successful exit of our company. And lastly, I never aspired for politics nor have been active in the field. And yet I became a Minister of Finance. So the rule of thumb basically says, and also Schwarzenegger in his documentary, if you have watched him recently, says that in life we need to have a clear vision in order to provide us with a sense of purpose, guidance, and motivation. I'm not opposing that having a vision is good. It's just that I'm telling you that my personal journey happened pretty organically rather than on purpose. So as the Roman philosopher Seneca has put it, luck is what happens when preparation meets an opportunity. I guess I was lucky enough to be prepared to embrace opportunities and accept challenges. And I think that this is the denominator for all my career path and for all the achievement or positions I have had. So when I'm telling my personal story, but with a few takeaways, not only for storytelling, I usually divide my story into 5 parts, which is the student, the entrepreneur, the NGO founder, the minister, and the triple exit and the double entrance is the last one. But in the interest, of course, of time and related to this topic today, to Innox Opening Center, I will stick today only to the entrepreneur part and tell you a bit about how I got there, what made me become an entrepreneur or actually found a company, what were the key struggles and what were the key lessons learned. So I was 21 years old when I graduated as Student of the Year, and I applied for a competition, which was the most innovative business plan competition, where I won, and I got this big check, which was in fact a very small grant of 5,000 euro to start my own company. So I loved competitions. I was competitive by nature always, and I figured that it's a great way to prove myself, improve myself, but also meet new people. So I attended quite a lot of those during my studies. But this one was the main incentive for me to dive right into founding a company right after graduating. Why I think this is important is because places like this didn't exist 12, 15 years ago, actually, 2011. And I think that this is a new platform and new opportunity for all young people to unlock their potential and to start maybe from here. So the idea for Grouper, the company that we started, was actually inspired by an American company, Groupon, which was the fastest growing company then. It's an intermediary deal platform, basically for selling discounted coupons for various services. So we embarked on our Grouper journey jointly with the 2 co-founders of mine, and with the little money we had to really learn to bootstrap. So I think that this has become one of my strengths ever since. The success of Grouper became very quickly recognized, and we were recognized as the game changer of Macedonian e-commerce. And we also got some international recognition. Among the most significant ones were the one from the German magazine, when they named 100 female founders in Europe, then the most prestigious one, Forbes 30 Under 30, and then the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development named me as one of the 7 global e-trade for women advocates. When Forbes gave me this award, they also invited me to write as a contributor to Forbes, and my first article was titled The 8 P's of Entrepreneurship. So it became pretty popular once it was published, and I was invited then to speak about it and to tell my 8 P's model to conferences and events. And I would like to share with you today these 8 P's. I figured that these 8 P's are key triads of a successful entrepreneur, and I believe that these 8 P's were key to my, at least, entrepreneurial success. So the first one is perception. Let me just mute the music on the laptop. Yeah. So the first one is perception. When we were starting Grouper in 2011, less than 1% of the population were buying online. People did not have payment cards. The ones they had, they would take out cash out of ATM. Companies were not online, and probably this explains why most people and friends with which I shared the idea, with whom I shared the idea with, were skeptical and thought that the timing is not right. But we were enthusiastic, and we believed that we will change the market, and basically, where others saw an obstacle, we saw a challenge. So this was the key to how we perceive things. So now that we created the opportunity for ourselves, came the second P, which is perseverance, which was basically developing a business in a totally non-developed sector in an emerging market. So we needed to educate the market in order to create the market for ourselves, meaning we needed to teach people what is CVC code. We were opening email accounts and Facebook accounts to potential customers. We were also educating inspectors who became quite frequent visitors to our offices. And basically our role initially was educational, which is very difficult and expensive role, but also very humble and rewarding, I would say. The third thing is people, is because everything depends on people. There is a quote that says, we don't build a business, we build people, and then people build the business. Among all the positions I have to say that I had the chance to lead various teams, and this has been at the same time the hardest and the most beautiful thing I ever had to do. Learning to delegate is probably one of the hardest lessons I had to learn. And then, once you have the great team and people with whom you share the vision, comes the fourth P, which is proactiveness. And some of the best people I have had the chance to work with were the ones who were proactive and initiative, thus making themselves hard to replace. So successful entrepreneurs are always proactive. They always play offense rather than defense. And I think that this is a key trait that is common for all entrepreneurs. The fifth P is maybe most related to the opening of this center. It relates to permanent change and permanent innovation. Basically, the success of Grouper is due to the permanent or constant change and innovation we were introducing to the business. We were learning things so fast, we were following trends, and we were implementing things with this breakneck speed, basically. And this was key for us to grow year over year. And like, for instance, in 2014, we were the first company to launch a mobile app on the Macedonian market with e-commerce. Then in 2017, when an opportunity presented for us to expand to other markets, even though I had no clue about franchising or how it works, we learned it. And then in 2018, Grouper became a franchise and we launched in Kosovo. And this would not be possible if we were not always ready to constantly learn. I think that knowledge here was mentioned also IBU, and I think that knowledge is key in life, and it's key for innovation, it's key for success, and the ability to be able to be a fast learner is today more important than ever in this fast-changing world. So persistent learning from everyone and everywhere. Across these years, I had the chance to travel a lot, to meet amazing entrepreneurs, and I learned that picked up something from each and every one of them that I later on applied to my business. The seventh is for P is for potential. It's because basically research shows that the average brain potential is far greater than its usage. So everything we do today, how we feed our brain, how we train our brain, defines us tomorrow, and it defines how and if we will unlock our potential. So I think we all here hold much greater potential than we unlock, and basically entrepreneurs are the ones who are trying and feeding and training their brain well they need to in order to unlock growth and progress of their business. And the 8P, basically none of these 7 Ps would be possible without the 8. And the last one, which is passion, it's what makes our heart sing. It's the key source of energy, motivation, and it's the driving force basically to each and every successful regardless if it's an entrepreneur or person in any industry or position. So the grouper story lasted until a few months ago. Basically, we were growing, as I said, the business, introducing many changes, and then in 2021, we had a successful exit when Grouper, after a super intensive due diligence period, was acquired by Payten, which is member of the Polish group Asseco. Then after this exit, I said it's time for me to breathe a bit. It was an exit. This exit was actually an exit after I had an exit from the government. So it was an exit from the business as well. And then after a few months came Ananas, which is a part of the Serbian Delta Holding company. And basically it was a time for a new challenge for me because it represented sort of continuing my efforts for e-commerce development, because its vision is to change e-commerce in the region. So to finish my startup story, which sounds a bit like a telenovela, Ananas then bought Grouper from Payten after 2 years, and I got it back on my table again. And after 1 year, we successfully migrated it within the Ananas ecosystem, and with that, the Grouper story got the end, I would say. So these 8 P's are not only the 8 P's of entrepreneurship, but I would say that these 8 P's, thanks to these 8 P's, I successfully navigated across all positions that I have had. And basically, thanks to these 8 P's, I managed to be an entrepreneur in the private sector, an entrepreneur in the non-government sector, and an entrepreneur in the government sector, which, when I put it like this, sounds a bit like an Englishman in New York. So for the end, I would like to leave you with maybe a message to try to unlock your potential to the maximum. I hope this place will be home to many new ideas, to many new innovations. Innovation is not an invention. Innovation is any improvement to any process we do. And I believe that in life, we need to find the problems we want to solve, because wherever we go, there will be problems. There's no escaping. Happiness lies in finding the problems we want to solve. And we definitely need more problem solvers to grow our economy, to unlock our potential, to foster innovation. And this is the message I would like to leave you with, basically. Find your struggles, choose your struggles, find the problems you want to solve. And many success to Innox. I hope it will be home, as I said, to many problem solvers and many successful startups and many meetings and new people and networking. Thank you.
We thank you a lot, Ms. Nina, for sharing this successful, story with us. Now I would like to invite Mr. Vajbar Salatash, Chair of World Business Angel Investment Forum and partner of G20.
Your Excellencies, dear rectors, dear guests, Madam Minister has stated that invention is not innovation. I think this is a very challenging issue, because in 1950s, 60s, invention was very important, but today innovation that counts. It is really not the same thing. And today, governments of today are supporting innovation more than invention, because governments are very intelligent today. Why? Because innovation is not bringing new jobs, new wealth, social justice for people, but innovation is bringing such kind of things where all the citizens, as a matter of fact, require very much. Thank you. The World Business Angels Investment Forum is an affiliated partner of the G20 Global Partnership for Financial Inclusion, and this committee is chaired by Queen Maxima of the Netherlands. We have 4 main missions: easing access to finance for entrepreneurs, enhancing digital inclusion, increasing financial inclusion, and promoting gender equality. We have 3,000 members from 148 countries and 12 country offices around the world. And it is a great honor for us to have Mr. President Ivanov as our High Commissioner to Macedonia. And as a matter of fact, I also joined last night for the ceremony of signing for the Young Leaders School of President Ivanov for their 15th anniversary celebrations, which will come in coming weeks. Thank you very much, dear President. Today's entrepreneurs are very lucky because from ICO to IPO, they have different sources of finance available for them. Wealth management institutions, family offices, angel investors, crowdfunding platforms, government grants, public grants, co-investment structures, VCs, and stock exchanges. One of them is different than others, angel investors. Why? Because they are angel. Why are they angel? Because they are putting more than money. They are putting mentorship, networking, and also know-how in the businesses they invest. The year before, 9.6 billion euro invested by 320,000 angel investors in Europe. And this is $26 billion in the United States and Canada through 340,000 angel investors. And the total market size in the world is around $50 billion. But entrepreneurs still have a big challenge, access to finance. And access to finance is, as a matter of fact, the main issue that almost all governments around the world are focused on to solve, because no money, no fun. And investors today need, as a matter of fact, good entrepreneurs, quality entrepreneurs to invest. But OECD statistics show that 1.2% of entrepreneurs are able to reach smart finance, which is a bundle of mentorship, networking, know-how, and finance, which is the angel money. So 99% of entrepreneurs are not able to achieve this success. And one entrepreneur in every 10 invested entrepreneurs are able to create a success story, which means they are able to make an exit not later than 5 to 7 years with minimum 20 multipliers. So as a qualified investor, any investor will put only 10% of what he has in his pocket to startups, because he knows that one entrepreneur in every 10 entrepreneurs will create a success story. This means these investors need 9 more quality entrepreneurs to invest and create a small portfolio. The practical way of creating such kind of a portfolio and decreasing the risk of investment is to visit incubation centers, innovation centers, acceleration centers. So I think the Innovation Center today, opened under the patronage of the Balkan University, will really play a crucial role in the success of the early stage equity markets of North Macedonia. So as the legendary name of Macedonia, Alexander the Great, said, it is not important to have the lines led by sheep, but it is important, he is afraid of the army which has sheep line led by a lion. So I think lines of early stage equity markets are now the innovators, entrepreneurs, and supporters of entrepreneurs like angel investors. So I am sure not only Macedonian ecosystem, but all Southeast Europe, all Europe will find a rewarding experience by joining the global efforts initiated, unleashed today through the Balkan University's initiative. And I'm thanking so much for your efforts by joining and supporting these initiatives. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Altentosh. Now, I hand over the moderation of the panel prepared by our Innovation Center. I invite Professor Ivan Ivanov and Professor Laza Tripkov. Professors, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon to all. We will wait for the robot to come, okay? We have another participant with us as well at the stage. Yeah, well, Innovation Center without the technology is not fully innovative, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Maybe in the meantime, till the robot comes.
Exactly, yes. It is my huge honor to greet you all on behalf of Innox Innovation Center, International Balkan University. You know, Innox is a newborn baby. It's a new kid in town, new kid in the neighborhood that is curious, that is thirsty and hungry for knowledge, for innovations, for creativity. And I believe that each one of us that we're here today will help in the process of growing of this remarkable entity and new venue in town, which is really unique. I know that at first you have the impression that this is an event center, a co-working space, but the people that are involved in this are very well aware that Innox is much more than that. So Professor Laze, will you elaborate on this more? Can you explain us what really Innox is?
Thank you very much. After these all beautiful presentations that we have as speeches from our valuable guest and honorable guest here and our rector as well, we would like to introduce something to the Macedonian community here that we will try to do our best in order to share communal currency of happiness. Imagining the future is the most important way how to increase the happiness. And we will try to do that. We'll try to achieve that because innovation today, mainly at sustainability of the innovation, is the human happiness. The way of solving problems additionally will be held up through our clear innovative strategy concept that we have for a change. We want to change the society, prepare the society for innovative resources that we will provide them fully, creating a culture that values experimentation and learning. Also, time, funding, and searching for talents. This is something what our society was lacking for before, and now we know that Innox will fully be capable of offering that. So we have flexible user control space, integrated technology, low-touch tools. We'll try to make them high-touch tools together with the community. Multiple spaces, hospitality, and the most important thing, the storytelling. So I invite the robot to come over and to greet all presents in this. Hi.
Hello.
Maybe to the audience as well. You can do it? Thank you very much. Good robot, good robot, good robot. You remind me of my dog, actually, you know? But you're much sophisticated, and you don't spend money on food. Thank you. Okay, maybe it's time to invite our speakers, right?
Exactly, yes. So, Professor Laze, in a nutshell, this is a center of the future and a place for happiness, right?
Place for happiness.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, it gives me a great honor to invite our participants, our valuable guests today. I would like to invite Mirjana Josifovska to join the stage. We'll have one applause for her. I would like to invite Mehmet Çamalachar to join the stage. I would like now to invite Burak Çaşan. And last but not least, Mr. Fishnik Mela.
And we forgot Mehmet Cemil Açar, right?
Yes, yes.
He's here? Ah, okay, perfect. While we prepare the speakers, maybe our friend robot can come here and approach us and maybe say some few words about it.
Hazır mıyız? Hazır mıyız? Merhaba öncelikle. Ben Murat Bil, LTC İnovasyon AŞ firmasının kurucusuyum. Gördüğünüz robot köpeğin üretimini yapıyoruz, geliştirmesini yapıyoruz.
The Mr. right here is saying hello to everyone. He's welcoming everyone, and he says that he is the coordinator and the creator of this wonderful robot.
Çok kısa şekilde robotu anlatacağım. Türkçe, kendi dilimde anlatacağım. Biz İstanbul'da bir girişimciyiz. Girişimcilik firmamız var. Teknopark İstanbul'dayız ve robot köpekler, endüstriyel mobil uygulamalar üzerine yazılımlar yapıyoruz.
He's coming from a company that's an entrepreneurship company. They write all the time entrepreneurship and articles. Who leads robots and machines.
Gördüğünüz robot köpek bizim ilk ürünümüz Jidoka Asil. Bu endüstriyel kestirimci bakım, yani arıza tespiti yapan bir robot köpek.
The robot you see right here is a robot that they use in fabrics companies and etc. They use it for technology to check the mistakes they have on the machines, to check the leaks and etc.
Termal analiz, hava kaçağı tespiti, yağ kaçağı tespiti, İSG yani iş sağlığı ve güvenliği tespiti, ayrıca fabrikalarda güvenlik gibi hizmetleri de yerine getiriyor.
It is used as a security robot. The robot that checks security, which does the checking of, as I said before, air fluids. It localizes the place and makes it safer. Checks for everything they need. It does a personal robot.
Son olarak söylemek istediğim, Türkiye sosyal medyasını ve ana medyayı takip ederseniz eğer, çeşitli ürünlerimiz de var. Arama kurtarma köpeği, engelsiz yaşam, görme engellilere yardım eden bir robot köpek, endüstriyel bakım robot köpeği ve güvenlik, savunma sanayine geliştirdiğimiz ürünler var.
If you want, you can check their website, their sites, their Instagram and social media, so that you can be aware of their technology that they have for people with needs.
Detaylı bilgi için alanda köpeği gezdireceğiz. Sesi duyduğunuzda yanımıza gelip bizimle iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Bu imkanı bize sağladığı için de bu Innox ekibine çok teşekkür ediyorum.
So now for more information and that you can see the robot way better, he will lead it to walk arounds. You can check it, and if you have any question or something, you can ask him. At the same time, he says he's very honored, and it's a big pleasure for him to be here and present it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So without any further ado, we can skip to the most important part. Together with us, we have Mirjana Josifovska, owner of Mirjana Josifovska, your own brand. And as I can see, you brought a friend with you. So Mirjana Josifovska is an innovative fashion designer entrepreneur with a keen eye for design. She established herself in the fashion industry through her own brand in Teto in Macedonia. Mirjana's talent have been recognized through various awards and media features. She has won multiple honors, including the Gold Award at the Informatrix 2016 World Finals in Bucharest, and the second prize at the Uplift Western Balkans Accelerator in 2022. She has also been featured in prominent publications such as Slobodan Pečat here, Scala magazine, highlighting her unique designs and contributions to the fashion industry. Mirjana continues to push the boundaries of fashion design with her innovative approach, making her a notable figure in Macedonian and international fashion scene. So I'm really grateful that you accepted our invitations, and I would like you to present your company and your product and to tell what is the goal of the company beside your production, and where do you see in the following 5 to 10 years?
For us, as a production company, we're the first Macedonian designer headwear company. And besides our production that we have, the aim is to revolutionize the fashion industry by reducing textile waste, but also create a community of women in the process by employing young women and as well as women from the rural areas in the Pollock region, most importantly because this type of women are really undervalued. especially right now where we have a problem with the textile and the fashion industry in the country, and the aim is to stimulate the industry.
Right. Can we go through your presentation and to elaborate more on that? Yeah.
Can I have the clicker? So the fashion industry is the third largest polluter in the world. But what if I told you that we can reduce waste by creating products? My name is Mirjana Josipovska, and I'm the founder of the first Macedonian designer heads brand. Now, 92 million tons of textile waste is produced annually. And this waste comes from two sources, which is production waste and post-consumer waste. And in the production of clothes, from 15 up to 50% of the cut material is discarded as waste. The same thing is happening here, where we have over 9,000 tons of textile waste produced annually. And yet we don't have a waste management system, which means that all of this waste is dumped on landfills and that burned, which causes a significant threat to our environment. And this is a photo of my hometown Tetovo, which is known for the many landfills that it has. Now, Tetovo was once a thriving textile center, which employed over 10,000 people. And one of those people was my grandma, the woman from whom my love for hats and sewing began. Now, you might be thinking you cannot really create clothes from textile waste, especially not high quality ones. But this is where our innovative solution comes in, by utilizing production leftovers, which are small in size. To create a hat, you need as little as 30 centimeters of fabric. So we've created this, the first Macedonian designer heads brand, reducing textile waste by sustainably designing and ethically producing sophisticated headwear. And in the process, building a community of women, which is young women and women from the rural areas from the Polog region. This is our products range, and we handcraft our products in 3 sizes, and we create them from certified materials. But we didn't stop there. From our production leftovers, we create these smaller scrunchies, or these 100% silk scrunchies made with zero waste cutting. We use personalized plastic-free packaging. Now, this is the worldwide market of the headwear market, as well as the Western Balkans. This is also the realistic market that we can right now capture with our current production capacity. Our competitive advantage is in our material costs, which are a lot lower than our competitors because we buy the materials at dead stock rather than a new material. But our biggest competitive advantage is that we are a customer-centric company, which means we deeply understand our customers, doing more than 100 interviews with potential customers. And what we realized is the first thing that customers really want is unique design. That comes size ranges or functionality. And in third place comes sustainability, which acts as a bonus for the purchase. So this is our go-to-market strategy for our hats, as well as the go-to-market strategy for our hair ties. And this is our go-to-market strategy for the Western Balkans. This is our target customer, and in the process, we realized that we also have a smaller target customer, which is younger women who go for smaller accessories. So far, we've created a prototype, we've created an MVP, we've raised 40,000 euros from accelerators, incubators, and winning competitions in the region. And with that, we've built up our production, currently producing 200 hats and 1,000 scrunchies monthly. Now, our short-term goal is expanding into the Serbian, Albanian, and Kosovo market in this fall, and expanding into the Montenegrin and Bosnian market next spring. While our longer-term goals is expanding into the EU zone and later in the US zone. And this is our next goals. So thank you for your time, and let's make fashion sustainable.
Thank you so much. And also, if I'm not wrong, your hats are available online, right? Via Urma website.
Yes.
So, ladies, your guest.
We go to the next guest. Mr. Mehmet Cemal Açar is an ambitious and innovative aerospace enthusiast and entrepreneur, currently in his 3rd year of material engineering in Istanbul Technical University. From 2021 to 2023, Mehmet participated in high-power rocketry competitions, working alongside a team he co-founded with a friend. In 2022, Mehmet co-founded Mahir Aerospace, where he and his team focuses on developing solutions for sounding rockets and high-power rocketry activities. One of their notable innovations is the Mahir card, a cutting-edge development card used in 2023 Technofest rocket and model satellite competitions. Through his work with Mahir Aerospace and Mahir card technology, Mehmet Cemal Açar is at the forefront of revolutionizing aerospace technology, contributing to the development of advanced solutions for the future of rocketry. Why sounding rockets have advantage over other options, and why you choose solid propulsion?
First of all, I would like to thank you for this great opportunity from Innox family, Innox team. Actually, we think solutions have advantages for its use cases. For example, first of all, I need to explain sounding rockets a little bit. Sounding rockets is small, actually relatively small, not that small. It can be up to 10 meters long. And they are crewless, and they go suborbital. That means they don't stay in orbit. They just go up and get down. So you can use... Okay, I can show us. Actually, if I pitch in when I stand up, I'm gonna be better, I think. Okay, let's start that. So I'm gonna start with a little bit history, because the space race was a big thing in the 50s and till the end of the Cold War. In the Cold War, space race was heavily funded by the governments. It created so many successful programs like Soyuz program, Apollo program, or International Space Station. But at the end of the Cold War, the governments doesn't have really a reason to spend their precious money on space. But in the 2000s, something was changed. I think everybody knows SpaceX, right? SpaceX became one of the most important space companies with COTS program. COTS program is a program from NASA, and it was not like the old programs from NASA. It was funded primarily by companies rather than governments. At the end of the day, SpaceX managed to cut cost of reaching space more than 20 times. As you can see in the graphs, with the success of SpaceX, lots of private capital and different countries show interest in space market. But there is a gap between that. For newly established space agencies or researchers from different institutions, using these services can be expensive, time-consuming, and complicated. Yes. And sounding rockets comes into play right there. As I said earlier, sounding rockets are small, relatively small, crewless and suborbital vehicles, and they cost maybe 200 times cheaper than any orbital rockets. But they have a small problem. Their operations generally done by governmental institutions, and they can be, how do I say, a little bit inefficient some ways. And we want to revolutionize that. Our aim is to develop scalable, adaptable, and cost-effective solutions for sounding rockets and high-power rocketry activities. We have two main solutions right now, two main categories of solutions: propulsion solutions and avionics, also known as flight electronics. In propulsion category, we want to design, develop, and produce our solid rocket motors fully in-house. As a result of that, we can optimize our rocket motors for different operation concepts. In the avionics side, Meyercard was our first product. It's an avionic development board specifically made for high-power rocketry stuff. And Meyercard 2KB, it's going to be a certified commercial flight computer. The certification process is still ongoing with Roketsan, a Turkish defense contractor, focuses on missile technologies. And right now, we are working on MATE platform. It's a data acquisition system. It collects data from the rocket, and it's going to be a basis for our future avionics. Can you? Okay. You can say, okay. We want, in next 3 years, we want to be a suborbital service provider in Turkey and want to sell our subsystems, as I mentioned earlier, to different countries. But in the long run, we want to expand our operation to MENA region because, as you know, the new established space agencies and new startups have a great potential in this area. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. And when it comes to our competitors, in Turkey we have two main competitors, Delta V and Novak. They are both focuses on hybrid rocket propulsion, and we are focusing on more solid rocket propulsion, and they are more into subsystems rather than final products. In the global market, Evolution Space is an American company developing solid rocket motor technologies for both defense and aerospace applications. Multitronics is an electronic manufacturer, and they are the same as Evolution Space, but working on electronics. Space Forest is a Poland company making end-to-end products with hybrid rocket propulsion. And I come to a question that you asked is why we choose solid rocket propulsion over hybrid rocket propulsion, because we want to be operable and want to be achievable. You know, for hybrid rockets, you need some kind of infrastructure to launch your rockets, but in solid rocket motors, you just need a rail to put your rocket on. In business model, we wanted to sell our high-power rocket products directly to the customers, but we want to sell our end-to-end solutions to the governments and businesses. Our story actually started in March 2023 with Mastercard Alpha prototype. In April 2023, we did the second prototype, Mastercard Bravo prototype. And in August, we did the flight test and validation of second prototype. It was a success. And in September 2023, we attended the Technofest startup competition. It's create so many valuable information for our company. And in October 2023, we were accepted to Hamile Kokul Foundation's Entrepreneurship Center. In November 2023, we start the certification process of Mastercard 2KB with Roketsan. And the first quarter of this year, we started the development of Mate platform and Kaya. It's our solid rocket motor. In July this year, we want to do first hot fire test of Kaya, our rocket motor. And in August 2024, we wanted to flight test and validation of Kaya and Mate. Then we want to start the development of our Sanyok rocket platform in the second quarter of 2025. And in the third quarter of 2025, we want to reach the Kármán line. Kármán line is essentially a artificial definition. It's 60 miles above sea level. It's considered as space, and we want to reach that point. Some problem. Okay, I'm Mehmet Cemal Acar. As I said earlier, I'm from Istanbul Technical University, and I'm studying material engineering. I'm third year now. Bilal is our co-founder. He's from Medeniyet University from Istanbul. He's an electronic engineering student, but he was a CTO of Anneler Satıyor. It's a marketplace for mothers' needs from 2020 to 2023. He also has a great experience in IT sector. That's all. And I want to thank you again, Innox family, for this great opportunity. And I would like to know your opinions, thoughts, and suggestions about our company. You know, we are a very young company. Actually, the oldest ones between us is 21 years old. All of us are students. So the information you give, suggestions you give will be very precious. You can contact us from our websites, email addresses, and our LinkedIn profiles and social profiles. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. There are a lot of investors here in the room, so I believe that there will be a lot of comments, and I really hope that you will collaborate on other levels. Okay, so moving forward, together with us, we have Burak Çaçan, the founder of Çaçan Energy. And Burak Çaçan is a pioneering entrepreneur and energy expert with a background in both the aviation and energy sector. And you graduated Deakin University, right?
Yes, in Australia.
In Australia, yes. And then you went back to Turkey in 2017.
Turkish government called successful students to work in the defense industry. So I was one of them. And I came to Turkey, worked in the defense industry.
And that's how you got involved into governmental projects.
Exactly.
All the time in Turkey. Okay. So our guest today has an experience that includes overseeing over 100 projects with aerospace giants like Airbus and Boeing.
Yep.
as well as managing Khan, Turkey's first jet project.
Yes,
so
I was
worth mentioning. Yeah.
Yes.
In 2022, Burak founded Chachan Energy and Agricultural Technologies, leveraging his vast experience to address the future's power needs through innovative and sustainable solutions.
Yes.
And your company, Chachan Group, basically focuses on green and smart energy, developing products like OGEE,
yes,
a new generation battery set supported by solar panels for versatile indoor and outdoor usage. And the group is also advancing integration for electric vehicles,
yes,
which is really interesting,
yeah,
reflecting your commitment to reliable and clean energy solutions.
Yep.
And your dedication to innovation have positioned Chachan Group, your
yep,
organization, at the forefront of the energy sector, basically providing cutting-edge solutions for smart cities and various applications in Turkey and beyond.
That's right.
So I would like to ask you whether you're involved in some governmental projects now, and what is that experience? And because it's mentioned that you are providing cutting-edge solutions for smart cities, can you point out several cities that you work with right now?
Of course.
And to make a comparison between them and the experience that you have.
Of course. So at the moment we are working with Aselsan. We are doing a POC with Aselsan for portable power stations, and for electrical vehicles we are working with TOK, Turkish first electrical car. So we are working with both companies, and also we are working with Bursa, which is the 6th biggest city in Turkey, as a smart city concept for the electrical devices, outdoor lights. We are trying to give energy to them with as a green energy with the solar panels that we are developing solar panels and portable power stations. Yes, that's what we do. Yes, yes, please. I will also stand up, please. I like it more when I stand up. Today I brought you the most important project, I can say, because this project or this product, you will need it when you have an emergency or when you are out of energy. And maybe in 6 months or 2 years later, you will say, that's what that guy was trying to explain us. So empowering individuals on the move with mobile energy solutions. That's what we do. We want everyone to have the freedom of energy and take the energy wherever they go. Everyone needs access, free, easy, and green energy wherever they are. We develop portable power stations and solar panels in Turkey. So that's what we do. Our business model is like 3 steps at the moment: direct sell, online, and directing. Leasing, we are also leasing, and you can lease it, and also franchise. We started to have franchise in Poland, in Saudi Arabia, and also in Turkey. I would like to talk about the transaction at the moment. Last month we started to sell our products, and we have already sold 20 products, and we had revenue of $200,000. And also this month we are expecting $8,000, and also we are doing POC with Bursa, Aselsan, and also we are having sell to Poland and Saudi Arabia. We aim to do, in end of this year, we would like to do a revenue of $180,000. So have you prepared your candles? Who has candles in the house? Anyone? Candles? That's smart. That's smart. That's good. Because according to Prime Minister of UK, this end of this year or starting of next year, we will have the biggest electrical cuts that we see. But why? Because everyone is working on AI, everyone is working on electrical car charging, but we don't have enough energy to support all. Do you know how much an AI computer takes energy? To nearly 20 houses, energy goes to smart and AI control computers today. So energy will not be enough. So what's the problem? All the electrical devices we have at the moment is electrical based. And so what happens when the electrical gone? We will be dependent on the batteries, if they will go for 2 days, 1 day, or a couple of hours. What's our solution is portable power stations, which can be charged by solar panels and wind turbines, which we produce both of them. At the moment, our production OGI, which is we already have the patent for the production, can be charged one of the most fastest portable power station in the world in 90 minutes from grid, and also it is smaller than all compared capacities, 40% than all other portable power stations. So if you look at our products, first, yes, OGI Eco, at the moment it's on sale. You can buy it online, or you can ask me if you need any help. I can also supply you. The other one is OGI Emergency. After the earthquake in February in 2023, people lost electricity for days. And me and my wife, we produced 55 products and took it over there, this red one, and saved lives and gave electricity to people with this device. And currently, we are working on households and electrical car charging portables. You can charge your electrical cars by solar panels, and 15% of the solar electrical cars can be free with our product. It's already in develop, and end of this year we will have our first prototype. So what we have done, we have already got $100,000 investment last year, and also we produced OGI Emergency. We have our patent, and also we are working with Bursa Belediyesi, Aselsan. We start our selling. We will go into houses end of this year, and also we will produce world's first mobile electrical car charging end of this year. So market size is $1 billion market size. Today is $4.1 billion market size, but in 2030, where our company will be a unicorn in 2030, the market size will be $11.5 billion market size. And if you look at it, this year we aim to do $414,000 revenue, and in 2030 we expect to have revenue for $322 million revenue in 2030. And according to Bloomberg, this next 10 years is the portable power stations market. If we compare ourselves with the other competitors, in Turkey we are the only one who builds portable power stations. We are not bringing from China. We are building our own power stations. And if we look at it, Electron, Zenobi, GridX, EcoFlow, Bluetti, we are charging as fast as the biggest companies. And at the moment, and with the solar panel, we are also charging as fast as them with the solar panels. We are as light as them, and we only got $100,000 compared to the other $500 million or billion-dollar companies. Our team is all coming from military backgrounds. Edwin, Femilda, and Jesu came from India because they had a trust in this project, and they came to mitigate to Turkey, and now they are working in our project. If there's any lucky person who wants to invest in our company, at the moment we are in the second term of investment. We have offer from China, we are offer from UK, and also in Turkey. Thank you very much for listening us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Who knows, maybe in future you can offer some cutting-edge solutions for Skopje and for the future of smart city. Yes.
Definitely.
Thank you, Professor Laza.
This sounds perfectly, because it's already achieved our first goal of happiness.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
If you have any questions, you can ask. I will be here.
Okay, perfectly. Thank you very much. We have last but not least, right? Fistik Mela, he's founder of GoConf. You have solutions. You developed software solutions for practically revolutionizing in a way how conference can be conducted, provided, the way how you set new standards for interactivity. And this is something that data utilization really requires lately. So under your guidance, the GoConf is poised to significantly impact future of events, right? Yeah. So maybe you can share us more information with us. Since we are also having a presentation here, we can enroll more into your project. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the invitation, and congratulations on this opening of this innovation center in the heart of Skopje. This is one of the best projects that young people can have nowadays. Me and my team used to work on these similar spaces in Europe, where we met our partners and having a lot of events in similar spaces. And that's where the idea came from. After visiting a lot of events in Europe, there was a lack of having a unified platform where you can easily search, navigate, and interact whatever you want in one place. So again, our platform is one-stop shop for all conferences. Our first target is the IT conferences for the moment, but after the 2024, in the next years, we are planning to expand with other industries. The aim is to reach the right target groups very easily, and also to integrate with the speakers database, which will help the events manager to organize their events. Here are some competitors in terms of our platform. One of them are Facebook events, where people now go search and navigate different events through Facebook. And the other one is the Eventbrite, which is for managing events, but more specifically oriented towards purchasing tickets. And we want to actually, we are on the final phase of integrating both of these solutions in one place, together with a lot of other small features. Our business model, and we are on the last phase of monetization of this platform, because we have already launched the platform like 1 year ago, is to have a ticket management system and to have the premium plan for the moment. And we are planning to finish these two features in 2 months. Initial market is Europe. We have reached our goal, and we have partners from almost every country in Europe. Some of them are very big event names, like We Are Developers and other platforms with more than 10,000 visitors. And our next plan is to expand in North America, in Middle East for the next 6 months. Our target for 2025 is to reach at least 1,000 conferences with more than 3,000 premium users. This is interesting because this is part of our team, and we are now 15 people. Most of them are from Debar, a small town in Macedonia. We have a lot of startups experience, and most of us have worked in Slice, which is unicorn nowadays, and we know that with hard work and with a great idea, you can reach a very successful startup, because Slice was similarly introduced and started in our city as well. We have been part of 2 accelerators. One of them is Civus and Wise Guys Estonia, and the other one is Uplift, where we get the audience prize in Tirana. So far, we've got 85,000 investments from Fund of Innovation. We are partners of Amazon as well, and Twilio. Other parties financed by our software company that we run together with these guys. Our plan for the Series A of investment is to reach at least 300,000 euros for the second phase, where we are planning to spend on marketing and on team expansion and in office spaces. Thank you very much, and here is my email where you can reach me.
Thank you. Since we are in a good mood, I would like to invite one more startup representative also to come. Okay, with us is Shahin Zulu. He's here. Okay, please join us. Your startup name is Pacha?
Yeah, can you tell us more about that?
Thank you very much. Dear guests, esteemed hosts, it's an honor to be here. Thank you very much. I am Shahin, one of the founders of a food tech and innovation startup, Pacha. Primarily, I was a banker, a treasury and a macroeconomist in one of the largest banks of Turkey. At some point of my life, my dear wife established our startup. She's a food engineer and academician in Özyeğin University in Istanbul, Turkey. And the things went up so fast that I couldn't leave her alone. So I'm in the company in the last 2 years. So what we are doing, we are innovating functional foods with a major focus on collagen. This thing, these chips is a functional food including natural collagen, which is brand new in the world. We are the only company who produces snacks, natural snacks with natural collagen. After innovating this functional food, pacha chips, we are saying pacha, the trotter soup of bovine. We moved on our products with crackers and with granulas. At some point, we had investments. In the second year of our establishment, we had an angel investment round with valuation of $2.5 million. We saw 10%. After 1 year with launch of new products, our valuation went up to $5 million. We sold another 10% stake. Now in Turkey, we are in the scale-up period. Our products are on the market, on the shelves in the last 12 months, starting with one of the largest chains of Turkey, Migros, premium segment market, Makro. These crackers, mini versions, are in Starbucks in Turkey. We have started with coffee chains too. We will be in other coffee chains also. We are meeting with the major competitors of Starbucks. I'm very glad to be here today because I'm not also attending this valuable project, Innox, but also I'm having some business meetings yesterday and today for producing in here, Macedonia, to be able to sell to Europe and maybe to United States from here. So once again, I want to express my best feelings for the hosts and also best feelings for Innox. I hope to be having here a part of our company in the future, and we are open to all collaborations with International Balkan University as one of the leaders in Turkey of collaboration of industry and university. We have done that in Turkey. We are one of the role models of collaboration in the food sector of the academics and industry. So we are ready and keen to repeat that in Macedonia in here, which we have a very strong and very, today is an important day. Today we felt some special feelings about the region. So we want to repeat what we did in Turkey, also in Macedonia. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, because of time management, I think we can have our Q&A session while the cocktail. So, Professor Lazar, would you like to add something before our closing remarks?
since we started with food, I'm really glad that we ended with food as well. So
Exactly.
I'm glad to hear that we have a first client of Innox practically, from what we heard. So thank you very much for having here. I just want to say thanks to the people that were behind this whole process all the time. Zehra and Muammer, thank you very much. It was really a pleasure. Yeah, and Mr. Gökhan is here. Usually you don't see in front line people in the back. So thanks to you as well and to all other that was involved in this whole process. It's really a huge privilege. I'm not nervous, but here I was nervous a lot. You witness, I worked with students for 18 years and now I felt that nervousness for the first time. So I'm really glad it's part of my ecosystem, this whole process of seeing innovation and Innox Center finally alive. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Really, sincerely, thanks.
Yana, can I come back to you for closing remarks?
Yes, as our professor said, we came to the end of the opening ceremony and of the panel session. So we thank you for your presence. I wish you a good weekend and we are expecting your presence in our next event. Thank you. Have a good night.